Hey guys, back with another one. Hopefully, this will go out before 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing a live. However, if it doesn't, you know that the live has already been released. Go over there and check out what we were talking about. However, 2 days ago, Michelle, she did an update and she was telling us the status on what's going on with her, which is a good thing. And then all of a sudden, Queen Opp goes live. So let's see how consistent Queen Opp is with going live with her paid private members. And, because it's not all about being a content creator and take, but not fulfilling, which is the work that you're supposed to do to satisfy your supporters. So we're going to see how that ends up turning out. But Michelle, she cleared up in a brief video, less than 3 minutes, a whole bunch of stuff. And then her cousin got on, which I'm neutral. Um, I kind of sort of wish that if Michelle felt the way she felt about her cousin and being an opportunist, she could have, kept that behind closed doors because whatever happened to Michelle and people using Michelle, um, that happened far before your cousin got into the picture. And if you accepted it from outsiders, then you should accept it if you think or if that's what it is from your cousin. So we're gonna see how it plays out. I kind of sort of knew when Michelle went live to update us that her cousin was going to do a live. So I'm not surprised she did a live. And I'm glad she did a live. And I'm kind of glad she kind of sort of did a solo live. The guy that she does have in her videos, he's in the videos and he's speaking, here and there, but she's been doing the most speaking, and that's who we want to hear from, because too much of, the disrespect, back and forth when she's talking, can sometimes hurt people's credibility. Like, how serious are you taking this situation if you got this dude saying all this foul stuff? So I'm kind of glad that she kind of dumbed that down and she spoke the most, because that's all we want to hear from is her, Michelle's cousin. And she spoke how she felt.
I need y'all to put y'all thinking caps on and put them on snug. Okay? So y'all already know. Y'all already know what I'm getting ready to address. So Shell recorded a little clip. She uploaded a video giving everybody an update, right? Shell confirmed that we're cousins. So that shuts down the trolls that were saying we not cousins. Okay, she got that out the way. That wasn't really nothing but okay. She confirmed that we're cousins. She also confirmed that we haven't seen each other in 15 years. She basically confirmed what I said first in the interview, which was I haven't seen her in 15 years. So if that's the rumor that y'all calling a rumor that got shut down, how? When I confirmed that we haven't seen each other in 15 years. Okay? And let me say this. Not only have I haven't seen Shell in 15 years, the people she's with haven't seen her in 15 years. All right, they might have seen her a couple times in the early years of Shell's time with Opp, when Opp allowed her to go over to her mom's house and get mail. So okay, so in the 15 years that Shell has been with Opp, 15 years that I haven't seen her because she was with Opp, her own immediate family that she's with now, they also did not see Shell in 15 years because I, as everyone knows by now, had full and total control. Again, in the beginning, they may have seen her a couple times. She went in there, went over her mom's house, in and out to grab some mail, and did. They also was able to be around her for the time period that I was in jail in Atlanta for beating Shell up. They also seen her for the time that I was in jail in Atlanta. I'm gonna get more into that later. But anyway, and so also Shell also said I'm an opportunist trying to come up off the situation. And the people on the internet know more about her than I do. But before I get into the part where she says the people on the internet know more than I do.
I feel like, and this is just the opinions of the public, people that watch Queen Opp and Shell. Um, that once she said that her cousin was an opportunist, everyone ran with, um, be careful because Michellr is missing Queen Opp. And if given the chance after this case is over with, there's a strong possibility that Michellr could go back. She's been in this situation before, away from her for what, probably a month after she went to jail. I guess Queen Opp allegedly I said, went to jail for 30 days. And of course she was on her own. Her family had sent for a bus ticket. As soon as Queen Opp got out and sent for her, she was right back with her. So we just got to play it out. Time will only tell. But I hope that's not the situation. But we have to see things for what it is and not take it lightly or too serious.
Shell, I want to know why you use the words I'm trying to come up off the situation, particularly the words the situation. Why would you reduce, Shell, I'm talking to you, cuz, why would you reduce 15 years of abuse, humiliation, degradation, and torture? Why would you reduce that to a situation? Why would you reduce that to just a situation, Shell? Everything that you experience, that's way beyond a situation. That's very telling. And even in the beginning, I'm talking to 1% as well as Shell, so my people. Even in the beginning of Shell's time with Opp, even if it didn't start off with physical abuse, best believe there was abuse of some shape or form, emotional, mental, financial, because I already said I'm gonna make money off of Queen Opp name. When she was making money off of Shell for 15 years and she didn't see none of the money, that's called financial abuse. Okay? So even if it didn't start off with physical abuse, there was most definitely emotional, mental, and financial abuse that took place. Okay? So, Shell, to reduce or diminish what you've been through for 15 years to a situation, something not adding up with that. You calling that a situation. All right, you say I'm trying to come up off the situation. I'm an opportunist. Okay, whatever. Why are you reducing the horrible, degrading, humiliating experience that you had with your so-called girlfriend, whatever, however you refer to her as, Queen? Why would you reduce that to a situation, Shell? And I know why. I'm asking you, but I already know the answer to that. That's because you want to be with I. You want to be back with I. You want to be back over there with I. And even I know that. And to the 1%, It's crazy how
I hope that's not the situation, but sometimes we tend to love people that don't love us back the same way, and we tend to go back to those not so healthy situations, and we tend to um make the perpetrator seem to be not as bad, and then someone who is in your family who knew it was the right time to be able to keep you at bay, speak, you know, for you and in your name, so people know who Michelle is, and not look at you as a joke from what they saw, Queen Opp do. But then as soon as that person sticks their neck out, you want to say that she's being an opportunist. It's still her her personal feeling or opinion, but to me, is an awful thing that you would go there with it. But like I said, that was how she felt. But only time will tell the outcome of people's intentions, and it is true. Queen Op was an opportunist too. She was getting her whole bag off of you without even trying hard. Nobody said nothing about that because it was cute when she was doing it, making that money off of Michelle, even though it was inhumane. So her cousin makes a lot of sense. I think that people look at her as an opportunist because she's so real with it. And she tells you what she's gonna do, what her intentions are going to be. And people take it as in something else, negative, when it's not that.
people are acting like or pretending like Shell left voluntarily, like she left out. People are on here acting like Shell just decided that she had enough and she gonna leave out and start a brand new life. I'm talking to the 1%.
And the cousin's right. She left because the police took it upon themselves, knocked on the door again, bust open the door, and took her. I'm quite sure the police could read between the lines. If she's doing foolishness with trying to download apps and phone numbers, can you imagine what she could have been saying? Then that face spoke a trillion words. You could tell she was in harm's way and she needed to get out of there.
Shell didn't decide to leave Op. The cops had to kick Op door in and make her leave. That's how I know Shell want to be back with Op. And even Op know. The thing is, I'm in Op's way. This is where the problem is at. This is where all of the distraction and the trolls and all of the everybody scratching their head, wondering why Op haven't been online. I'm in Op way.
Makes sense to me.
I'm in Op way right now. I'm smoking on Op.
Who y'all smoking on?
Shell don't want me to smoke on. I know that. I'm not surprised by this update that she gave and what she said. I'm not surprised by any of it. Why would she want me to smoke on Op when she wants to be back over there? Shell, you know you want to be back over there with Op. That's why you're reducing 15 years of physical, mental, emotional, financial, physical abuse. That's why you're reducing it, Shell, to a situation that I'm trying to come up with a situation. And the other thing that Shell said the people on the internet know more about her than I do. Oh, she also called me an opportunist, which I'm not mad at that. Yeah, because guess what? I already said I'm making money off of Op name. You damn right, Shell. Shell, you ain't see none of that money that she clocked from you helping her on them so-called skits and videos. You ain't see none of that money, Shell. Yeah, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to make as much money as I can off of Opp. Off of Opp. Now, you damn right. So the calling me the opportunist, that's petty. That's childish. That's child play. Because I already said when I was banging on the flip-flopsters that I am gonna make money off of Opp name. I got my foot on that bitch neck and my hands in her pocket.
Break a hole.
I'm from the break a whole tribe. To break a whole tribe. Shell, and I'm talking to the 1%ers too. All right, said that. But Shell, you said that the people on the internet know more about you than I do. Maybe that's true. Because, you got a lot of, like I said, a lot of the flip-flopsters and obsters. Their whole lives, their social media life and their real life is surrounded by drama in the tea.
Real trolls. And I'm talking about real trolls, like live under a bridge. All they got is a prepaid phone.
Their whole lives are centered around getting litty with the tea. Yeah, let's get litty with the tea and drama and tea. Shell, this is about your life. And so these are the people that you're saying know more about you than I do. So I have a few questions for you, Shell. Seriously. Since the people on the internet know more about you than I do, can you have them explain to me why you have to go back to court again? Why you have to go back to court again?
I really respect Michelle's cousin because her own family did not go to bat for her. And Michelle has been through so much abuse with Queen Opp. She's not seeing through the BS. And like her cousin said, I've seen it for 15 years too. However, I chose not to get myself in the middle of it because I seen how she did other family members and I wasn't trying to go there. But now the smoke is cleared, when it's time now to put what is the truth out there and expose Queen Opp. And I'm glad that she's doing it. Even if her other family members are not backing her up, at least she's doing it.
Why are you back in court again? Why you gotta sit in a courtroom and have people have you point your finger at Opp and the people that Opp brought in to violate you, Danny? And she just won a minute. I'm gonna get into that. Since the people on the internet know more than I know, please have them explain to me why you and your over there, why y'all got to go back to court again? Shell, can you have the people on the internet tell me the exact amount of time that Opp did in jail in Atlanta for severely beating you, where you had to be hospitalized? Can you have the people on the internet tell me? Because I made a Facebook post, I made a Facebook post telling people why I'm out here. You call it, I'm out here as an opportunist or chasing clout, however your meaning behind that. I made a Facebook post, telling people on my Facebook that the people on YouTube already know, because remember, you said they know more than me, and that's because their whole lives is surrounded by getting litty with the tea and drama and tea. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about you, Shell. They don't give a fuck about you. You're just content. You just content, Shell. That's why you all up on people's channels all day, every day.
Drama in the tea.
Bruised up. They keep replaying videos of you, bruised up, getting violated.
Broken Libra.
I don't have no videos up of you, Shell, or pictures. Anyway, I digress. Have the people on the internet, Shell, tell me exactly how much time I did in jail in Atlanta for severely beating you. Because when I made the Facebook post, I want to make sure I'm giving my people the right information, Shell. I told my people that I did at least a year. It don't matter. It doesn't matter if she did a day, a week. The fact of the matter is she was charged, convicted, and sentenced. because the bitch had to do she did some sort of time in jail. Shell, ask the people on the internet that know more about you than I do exactly how much time Opp did when she severely beat you up in Atlanta. How did you end up back with her? That's another question. I need these answers so that I can let my people on Facebook really know. I need to be exact with them, Shell.
And remember how the people on the internet left you hanging.
Shell, can you have the people on the internet tell me exactly how many people I've had in the live chats on the so-called skits that y'all was doing? The amount, I need to know the exact amount of people was on the chats paying for you to be violated, paying for you to be tortured and humiliated, because they know more than me. They know more about you than I do. So I'm just asking, Shell, how many?
Because they team Shell now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Maybe I let me see. So far I have Opp. These are all the people that violated, degraded, and tortured you, snatched your dignity, snatched your integrity, snatched your self-esteem, reduced you to a punching bag. Hold up. Opp even said it herself. I humiliated you. I degraded you. I embarrassed you. I have no more use for you. I have no more use for you. But I digress. So far, I have Opp, Danny, Juicy, Randy, who, Dukiana. He was trying to get stuff started, but he was smart enough to kind of get out of Dodge before he caught a case. So tell me, Shell, ask the people to tell me how many people did Opp, including Opp, have paying and encouraging you to be violated and treated worse than a dog.
How much you got to do with that broken Libra? Drama in the tea. Yeah. Plenty of drama over here. Is it worth the tea though?
Shell, can you have the people on the internet explain to me why you didn't attend your grandma's funeral? Can you have the people on the internet explain to me why you didn't attend your grandma's funeral? And I know you wanted to go. Why you didn't attend your grandma's funeral, Shell? The people on the internet, had the people on the internet tell me, because they know more than I do, right? What I do know that the people on the internet don't know is how much your grandma loved you, and spoiled you and took care. I do know that. But since I don't know as much as they do, have them tell me why you didn't attend your own grandma's funeral. Since the people on the internet know more than me. Hey, Shell, can you have the people on the internet tell me if what you said about your dad and your grandma is true or not? Come on, Shell, have the people on the internet tell me if what you said about your dad and your grandma was true. Remember, I didn't know what high school you graduated from. I didn't have the dates. All right. Have them tell me if what you said about your dad and your grandma was true. Did you mean that, Shell? That one time I had you call, the one time she allowed you to call home and you start cussing them out and telling them you ain't want nothing to do with them no more? Is that true? I need to know. Because this what you said, Shell. And to the 1%, like I said, I'm talking to my people right now, which is only a small amount, and I'm cool with that. And I'm cool.
Shout out. We in this together. And as you see, there's a lot of trash that we got to take out. Y'all really helped got this smoking on Queen Opp thing started because it was already in motion when we came along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Y'all, we just carried the baton. But for the most part, you know, it was a 1% real Shell supporters, and then y'all probably had help. Well, no, you did have help from the 99% Opp haters. They hated on Opp so bad that
That now they have to pretend that now they have to pretend like they justice for show. And here's the thing. And I appreciate the 1%. Like I care. I mean, like I said, man, I don't care how many. I don't care about the numbers. None of that. Man. I came on here with an agenda, and a part of that agenda was to have my foot on Opp's neck and my hand in her pockets. My purpose and my objective is to humiliate, degrade, embarrass Opp like she did Shell. Whether Shell understand what I'm doing or not.
Opp, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ran Danny off. She'll come back. Holla at me.
And like I said, y'all, everybody that Shell is over there with is terrified, petrified of Opp. Why are they back in court for the second time for the same thing? Somebody has to speak up. And this for the 1%. And you know we talked. I told you I love you. Told me you love me. You was gonna save my number in your phone. Come on, man. I ain't even mad. Shell, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, Shell. But I do want you to answer those questions. Because you said, Shell, that the people on the internet know you better than I do. Even though the people on the internet, which are mostly 99% flip-flopsters, paid and encouraged you to be tortured to the point where you had to sneak off and sneak a phone, being starved, and had to come up with a WhatsApp number to text somebody for help. Come on now. Anyway, to the 1%, again, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, she went out real bad towards the end, and it was all because of Queen Opp having someone to replace Michellr and just treated her like garbage, knowing that Michellr was a 15-year relationship that she had as far as them being friends. She didn't care about that. She put Danny first, didn't care about what Danny felt. Um, well, let me rephrase that. She cared about what Danny felt, but didn't care about what Michellr felt. And Danny had used her for a punching bag and got away with it. And it's really sad that Queen would do that to someone she's known longer than Danny. And now they're in trouble with the law. And Queen Opp is now playing what she did to Michellr. She doesn't know where her fate lies, and she's just doing what she's doing. Just to hold on to Danny, because right now Queen Opp feels like she's alone. Her baby's father is questioning, is that my baby or not? And Danny is accepting she has a baby. I'm pinching myself that I'm even with a chick that looks like you. I've never had a chick that looks like you. And also so-called famous, let Queen Ops tell it. And you're paying for me when I am drinking. I'm sober now. My liquor, my cigarettes, all of that. And all I got to do is sit back. Now all I got to do is sit back, pretend like I'm in love with my new baby, that's from another man, and just cash in. And that's what Danny's gonna do.
So it don't have to be a lot of us. And the one thing I want to let y'all know, I'm proud and I'm grateful that there are people out here that are not afraid to go against the grain. Because when you see everybody saying the same things and doing the same things, hurry up and go the other way. Mm-hmm. Hurry up and go the other way. If everybody over there is saying the same thing and share the same sentiment and going the same way, hurry up and go the other way.
Pay attention. These people, they not on your team. They not rocking with us and we not rocking with them. Pay attention to come out their mouth. Pay attention to the energy, the frequency off. Them is obsters. They next to you. They all go to my channel, Babies and Fools Network. I got an example.
Else. I'll explain myself to the 1% before anybody. It was a time where I was 2,000 miles away from Philly. living my life. And Shell was over there. There was a bunch of people that Shell was around. Why am I the only one stepping for her? It don't matter when I spoke up. I'm talking to the 1%, everybody else. Because I already explained this.
It's sad that the cousin has to come along and say what she's having to say. You know, it is real because 15 years the cousin knew about it. 15 years, so did her immediate family, Michelle's immediate family. So nobody is above life's classroom. Now, it doesn't matter where or when Michelle's cousin came into the picture to expose Queen Opp and what she was doing, she did it. And her family, which I don't think wanted to do it in the first place, um, they're probably like, yeah, there could have been a time I had to speak up and defend, my sister or my daughter. But thank God that the police came and took her out the house, and now Michelle's back with us without us having to go over and intervene. We don't know when that could have happened. It could have been too late by the time the family intervened. And I do get the position of why the cousin did not get in the middle of it. Queen Opp, you literally used to say that your father did this to you, and say that you're da da da, and say, family and this and that and other, like she was a robot. She did not want to be with the crabs in the barrel mentality of Michelle saying something and supporters taking her word from it because Michelle said it, and it's not true. So you got to think about those things. So I truly understand her position.
But I don't mind clarifying myself and my intention with the people that genuinely understand and support what I'm doing. Okay? I don't mind clarifying that. Like I said, everybody that she over there with is scared to death. They don't want me smoking on Opp because they're scared to death. Shell don't want me smoking on Opp because she still want to be over there. Y'all already know, I said before, this is a drill channel and this is also a truth-telling channel. I don't live in delusion. I deal with reality. The fact that the fact that you're going back to court and you have to sit on a stand in court next to the public defendant or the fact that you have to be back in court with this chick for the second time, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. So again, I'm built for this. I'm built for this. Like I said in the last video, I already knew the hate was gonna be there. I'm going against the grain, and I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter, and I fight for what's right, and I fight for the truth. But Shell, I need you to answer them questions that I asked you, Shell. Real talk. Since the people on the internet know me more than you, even though a day or two later, after the cops kicked out Doran, me and you talked on the phone. Even though I called, your sister put me on the phone and we talked, Shell. You know this. You know this. And it's all good. You don't have to admit. You don't have to admit whatever, man. You don't have to admit it. I could sleep at night. And see, that's the difference between me and a whole lot of people right now, especially the flip-flops and the ops. I could sleep at night. I could sleep at night. I didn't